We'll solve some more examples on LR parsing examples, and the last problem once again we'll see why that particular conflict occurs in LR0, so that we are thinking about other alternatives of bottom-up approach. Okay, from that we conclude the session. One more problem we'll take to solve, that is this is also a very popular grammar. You note S derives CC, C derives CC or D, as you are observing, where the productions are alternative production. So S and C are non-terminals and C and D are terminals. So as you already know, you worked with various examples, and you are getting that, like how this particular process takes place. The step one, where we are separately writing, that is what we are writing here. So S derives CC, C derives CC, C derives D. Okay, and after that we are numbering that, that is 1, 2, 3. It not. So that is what the first step. And after that, what you have to do, you have to compute first and follow. Is it not? That is what the second step. You have to compute first and follow. Once again, first of S is equal to first of CC, that is first of C. So first of C is equal to first of small c. So the answer is C itself. First of C is equal to first of D. So the answer is equal to D. Is it not? So totally first of C is small c comma D, and that itself we are assigning to first of S. So the answer is first of S is equal to C comma D. First of C is equal to C comma D. See, when if you wanted to cross check, you just observe. See, first of S you are computing, that depends on first of C. See that the first symbol, is it not? So the first symbol C means C and D. So you can write directly the answer. Okay. So first of C is equal to small terminal. So that itself the answer. Small D. Is it not? So like that also you can cross check and you can confirm your result is correct. Next, after computing first, the next process is computing the follow. So what is follow of S? Follow of S is dollar, and we are not having any S on the RHS side. So only dollar is the follow of S. Next, follow of C. So we are having C at 3 places, is it not? This one, this one, this one. So follow of this C is equal to first of C, and C is not deriving any epsilon, is it not? So first of C is the answer for follow of C. So you'll get C comma D. We already computed first of C, so the answer of follow of C is C comma D. And what is the follow of second C? Follow of second C is follow of S. Is it not? Follow of C is equal to follow of S. So follow of S is dollar, and the answer is dollar also. So totally follow of C is dollar comma C comma D. Okay, and one more C is there, that is also follow of this C is equal to follow of C. Is it not? Follow of this C is equal to follow of C. So you will not get any new particular symbols in that. So answer is follow of C is equal to dollar comma C comma D. You computed first and follow. What is the next step? Next step is converting our given grammar is augmented grammar, is it not? So that is what the next step. So you just add one more non-terminal on the RHS side and LHS side, and that new non-terminal, and this will continue with the next start symbol. Okay, so that's what we written. One higher level we extended our given productions. Now, the next step is to construct LR0 items, is it not? So we'll start with the first symbol, that is S dash derives dot S. So you are putting dot at the front, and then you are starting the process. When dot comes at the front of any non-terminal, you have to include that production. So what is the S production? S production is only this. Okay, S production is S derives dot CC. So your S derives CC is the production. You will put the dot at the front. Okay. Now, as dot is at the front of C, you included C's production also. So that is C derives CC, C derives D. Both will come because dot is at the front of C. Okay, and you included dot. And as C and D are terminals, you are not having any production. So this constitutes I naught state. Then after that, you have to apply go to. So you are applying go to, that is your S on that. If you are applying go to, it moves to another state with S dash derives S dot. Okay, only one S is there, so you will get only one production. So that is their dot is at the end. So just I am highlighting it is a special case where you will move to the accept state on dollar. Okay, then on I2, is it not? That means on C you will move to next state, that is S derives C dot C. So once again, if you notice, dot is at the front of C. Is it not? Dot is at the front of C. So you have to include C's production with dot at the front. So C's production, dot at the front, you are making. Okay. Here, once again, we are not having any particular non-terminals. Okay. Here just, it is not where dot is at the end. Just don't consider here color changing, that you don't consider, because only dot comes at the front, then only we are highlighting that. Okay, then and one more production, that is on small c, is it not? This is I2 state. Then on small c, it will move to C derives C dot C. So once again, dot is at the front of non-terminal C. So you have to include C's production with dot at the front. Okay, no new production comes because both C and D were dot at the front are terminal. Then this is I3 state. Next on D, it will move to next state where C derives D dot. It is called I4 state where dot is at the end. Just that's why I'm highlighting the color. Okay. Now, so by default, dollar it will make you to accept state. Then on C, is it not? From this state, we are having three outgoings. One is this C, and this T. Okay. So on C, it will move to next state, and another on D, it will come to this state itself. C derives D dot. On small c, if you look at it, is C derives C dot C. Is it not? C dot C is the start symbol, so it will join to that itself. On D, it will join to that itself. But on C, because on C, it will move to next state, that is S derives C, where dot at the end. Okay, so that is I5th state. Next, it will come to this location where on C, it will move to next state where C derives C dot at the end. That makes I6 state. On small c, if dot, is it not? See, on small c, if dot comes means it will become C dot C, is it not? That means it will start there itself. So when it starts there itself, means it is a low self flow on C. Then on D, it will join to I4. Okay, so this is what the entire IR0 items. Okay, so on the basis of this, we can construct our SLR table. We look at here, we are having 6th state, is it not? I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6. And we are having a symbol that is terminal C, D, dollar. And non-terminals S and C. Okay, and then see, please remember always the argumented what you increase it, S dash, that should not come into your SLR table. Okay, E dash, S dash, what we have solved. Okay, that if you observe, we not using any SLR table. We are considering only in the given production what all are the terminals, what all are the non-terminals. Only that one we considered when we are constructing SLR table. Now, if you observe like from I0 state on S, it will move to I1. As S is a non-terminal, we just return number. On S, it is 1. On C, it is I2, so we just return 2. On small c, it moves to I3 state. Small t is a terminal, is it not? So I3 indicates S3. Okay, it is S3 on C. On D, it is S4. As C is also a terminal, it is S4. So as a special case from I1 state, that is on dollar, it is accepted. So on one, on dollar, it is accepted. We are not having any other outgoings from I1. On I2, on C, it will move to I5. So from I2 on C, it will move to 5. Then on C, it is moving to S3. On D, it's moving to S4. So S3, S4. Like that in S3, that is I3 state, on C, it moves to I6. So on 3, on C, it moves to 6th state. Okay. And on C, it will remain to that state itself. On D, it will move to I4. So that is S3 and S4. Then I4, we are not having any outgoings. I5, we are not having any outgoings. I6, we are not having any outgoings. Okay. Now, then you have to consider these things where dot at the end for reduction. Okay. So how to consider? We have to find the head because in all these particular cases, we are not having dot at the end. Okay. This is special case. You leave that other particular state. Only in I4 we are having where dot at the end. So what you have to do is you have to find the follow of that. Is it not? Find the follow of that head. So if you find follow of C, we already computed. Follow of C, if you look at follow of C is CD dollar. Okay, follow of C, we already computed. That is dollar, C and D is the answer. Is it not? So C derives D is the rule number 3. Okay, we already numbered. Is it not? If, for example, S derives CC is first rule, C derives CC is second rule, C derives D is third rule. Is it not? So on these symbols from I4 state on C, D and dollar, we written rule number 3, that is R3, R3, R3. Okay, then come to I5. So S derives CC. So we have to find follow of S. Okay, follow of S is only dollar. If you look at your particular follow of S, okay, it is only dollar. And C derives D is equal to rule number 1. Is it not? So rule number 1, that is from I5 state on dollar, we written that is R1. Okay, from I6 state C derives CC, you have to find the follow of C. Follow of C is dollar C comma D, and this is rule number 2. So on the from I6 state on C, D and dollar R2, 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 you have to write. Okay, this will make the entire table ready. And this perfectly correct because there is no conflict in the table and the grammar is perfectly suitable for LR0. Okay, now after solving this, we will move to next very popular ambiguous grammar, that is E derives E plus E, E derives E star E, E derives ID. Okay, for this also we will try to construct SLR table. Step 1, E derives E plus E, E derives star E, E derives ID. Number it 1, 2, 3. Now, after constructing this, we'll move to step 2. See, I'm repeatedly telling how to find first and follow. Okay. If you are still having any doubt, I think it will be clarified. Okay. So this is the last session where you should understand perfectly how to compute first and follow and the entire process of LR. Now, as you know, first of E is equal to first of E plus E, that is equal to first of E itself. Like that, first of E is equal to first of E star E, that is first of E itself. So finally, first of E is equal to first of ID. ID is the answer. Okay, first of E is totally ID only. Now, how to compute follow? Follow means follow of E is dollar as start symbol. Without second thought, we are including dollar. And you are observing that we are also having the same start symbol at the RHS side at many places, at this place, at this place, at this place, at this place. Is it not? For each of these non-terminal, which is a start symbol on the particular LHS side, that you have to compute follow. Then follow of E is equal to first of plus E. So the answer is plus then fall of this E is equal to fall of this E itself. So it will not make any difference. Okay, we already included that. Fall of E is equal to dollar. Next, fall of second E will take, that is fall of E is equal to first of star E. So the answer is star itself. So totally follow of E means it is dollar plus and star. Okay, dollar plus and star is what follow of E means. Okay, now we already computed, we numbered, we computed first and follow, and next step is to convert that into augmented grammar. Is it not? So you have to include one start symbol. See, instead of continuously using E dash, just I change it now for some other non-terminal. Okay, just S derives E, and E onwards it will continue. Okay, uh, it is just to give the information, like always dash itself not required. Okay, you can use any non-terminal which is not in the production. Is it clear? Okay. Now, after converting into augmented grammar, we'll start constructing the table. Okay. Anyway, you are very much familiar about how to construct now the states and all. Just I'll go to directly to the picture. Now, just we'll see some I0 state how to do this. This is somewhat tricky. So S derives dot E. From that you started the production. Okay. And E means we are having three productions. Is it not? E derives E plus E, E derives E star E, E derives ID. You have to put dot at the front. Okay. See, from this E itself, you will get all three productions because this is only E itself. Okay. And as dot is at the front of E, if you include each production means that only comes. Is it not? So no new production will be added. So you just don't add anything. Now, ID is a terminal, you will not get any production. So that completes I0 state. Now, see, very important that you have to move on E. When you move on E, see this, we are having E, we are dot at the front at three places. Okay. So only on E you have to move. On ID you have to move. Only that much, is it not? On E, it will take you to three production where S derives E dot, E derives E dot plus E, E derives E dot star E. Is it not? See, movement of dot. In the first production, definitely it is augmented grammar, it will make the end. Is it not? S derives E dot. Okay. Now, on ID, you move to E derives ID dot. Okay. So I1 state, I2 state. Now, by default on dollar, you will make it accept. Okay. Now, on plus, this is over. Now, on plus, it will move to next state. That is E derives E plus E. E derives E plus dot E. Is it not? So, dot is at the front of E. So, you have to include each production with dot at the front. Each production means E plus E, E star E, ID. Is it not? You have to put dot at the front. Now, come to this. On star, you will move to next production where E derives E star dot E. Is it not? Dot is at the front of E. So you have to include each production. Three production you will get with dot at the front. So it is I4th state. Is it not? Now, next, come to this I3 once again. See, first on E, you will move to next state. So on E, if you move to the next state means here, see E at this place, we are having E at this place, we are having E at this place. Is it not? All you have to move together. So what happens? E derives E plus E dot, then E derives E dot plus E, E derives E dot star E. Like that you will get the production. Then this 3 is over. Next is ID. So E derives ID dot. That is already there. You just connect to that. Okay. Now come to this. Here also same thing where dot is at the front of E. If you move, three particular production will go. That is on E, okay. E derives E star E dot at the end. But another two production E dot plus E, E dot star E. Like that you will get. Then on ID you will move to connect to I2 state. Okay. E derives ID dot. Now come to this. Anyway, for this dot is at the end, I5 fifth state. Okay. So dot is at the end. But here it is on plus, you have to move. If you move on plus, what actually it is, you derive E plus dot E. But E plus dot E, we already having at I3 state, you just connect to that. You just connect to that on plus. This is over. Then this one, E derives E dot star E. It becomes E derives E star dot E. Is it not? E star dot E means it is already there. You just connect that on star. Okay. So this will converge there itself. Then on this is anyway dot at the end. But for this, it is also E derives E plus dot E. It is already there. You just connect to that on plus. On plus, you are connected. Then on star, you are connecting to this particular state. Okay, like that, the entire particular states will converge. Now, our next job is constructing the table. Okay, if you are constructing the table, SLR parsing table, look at this. We are having sixth state. Okay, all sixth state, and then we are having a symbol plus star ID dollar. Okay, dollar will always be there. So terminals in the productions are plus star and ID. Non-terminal is E. Okay, now then from I0 state, if you remember our diagram only takes two places at E. Okay, and another one is on ID. Is it not? On ID, it will move to I2 state. Is it not? So we return S2. Okay, on E it will move to I1 state, but as it is a non-terminal, we just return 1. Okay, and if you see our I1 state is very special here. I1 state on dollar it is accept. Okay, and it will move on plus, and it will move on star. Is it not? So on plus, it is on S2 state. Okay, on particular state, it will move on S. Is it S2? I think it is S3. Okay, sorry, it is S3 state. It is S3, and it is on star. It will move to S4 state because if you remember, it is I1, I2. It is I3 state. Okay, it is I4 state. So it is S3 state. It is S4 state. And on dollar, it will make accept state. Okay, then we are not having any shift from I2 state. From I3 state, we are having only one shift on ID. Okay, it will move to S2. And if it is E, okay, it will come to I5. Okay, so we return just 5 because E is a non-terminal. Like that, from I4 also, ID means it will go to S2. And if it is E means it will come to 6. Okay, so I6. So all particular shifts are over. But from I5, not at over, okay, because from I5 we are having one reverse. That is, if star means, if plus means like that. If plus means it will go to S3, and if it is star means it will go to S4. Okay, like that. That also we return S3 and S4. Similarly, from I6 state also we are having shift on plus and shift on S4 state on star. Okay, that also you will write. All shifts are over. Now you have to find out where dot is at the end. If you observe, dot is at the end on I2 state. Is it not? I2 production. What is I2 production? I2 production is E derives ID dot. Is it not? ID dot. What you have to do? You have to find follow of that head. What is the follow of E? Follow of E is plus star dollar. Okay, plus star dollar is what follow of E is. Okay, and you know E derives ID means it is rule number 3. E plus E is first rule, E star E is second rule, E derives ID is third rule. Okay, so rule number 3 on plus, on star, and on dollar on the I2 state. You have to write. Okay, that you have written. And after that, if you consider the next particular where dot is at the end is on I5 state. Okay, I5 state, we are having E derives E plus E dot. Okay, E plus E dot, if you consider, where dot is at the end, then what you have to do is you have to find the follow of that head. Is it not? That is follow of E, you have to find out. Follow of that E is plus star dollar. And this is rule number 1, is it not? So on plus, on star and on dollar, you have to write rule number 1. Okay, that you have written. Like that, from I6 state, we are having E star E. Is it not? E star E we are having. And for that also, dot is at the end, where you have to find the follow of that head. Okay, that is E itself. That is plus star dollar. So rule number 2, that is R2, R2, R2. Okay, if you see the after, this is what the entire SLR table is. But after that, if you observe, there is shift reduce conflict. Okay, on from I5 state, on plus and on dollar, you don't know whether to shift or reduce. Like that, from I6 state, on plus and dollar, you are having that conflict. Okay, that is whether to reduce or shift. Okay, this makes that there is a shift reduce conflict. See, in the last class, what I showed the example, that is a, did I say BB and BBB? In that, we are having the conflict on reduce conflict. Okay, I think we have gone through that particular demo, where we concluded that it is not possible with LR as it is with shift that is reduce conflict. Okay, today what we discussed is shift reduce conflict. If this comes, means it is not possible with LR0. Okay, so this concludes that even though bottom up approach is powerful, okay, but in certain cases it gives the conflict like shift reduce or reduce conflict. Okay, for that purpose, the next, actually, the discussion is on LR1 technique. Okay, now what we have discussed is LR0. Okay, LR1 technique and LALR, like that the parsing goes. Okay, anyway, we, our discussion is only on LR0 items and SLR table. Okay, and this is what the entire process of bottom up approach.